My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
And we're on.
Blast off.
Oh, shit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. I got to say, you're taking a couple deep breaths, man. You had to have went out last night, huh?
Shout out to Mrs. Skipper. Happy birthday, Mrs. Skipper.
Congratulations. Happy birthday. I hope you have a beautiful day today, although the Big Skip told me you might be just a slit hungover from last night.
We went out last night and celebrated. At the stroke of midnight, my beautiful wife, my beautiful bride of 25 years, 32-year relationship, as you know, Steve.
Who's looking better than ever, I might add, as far as the gym and really working on her fitness.
She is looking fabulous. I'm a proud man. Happy birthday, Mrs. Skipper. You know I love you. And last night, we had a real good time, Steve.
And as you should, my
And that
good
shit's
friend.
going to continue tonight.
I love it. Well, hey, listen, the smile on your face makes me happy, brothers. All I can take.
Absolutely.
April 6th, 2017, podcast 116. Boy, she's a dick fiend, huh?
116, she's a dick fiend.
You get out what I mean?
Now, let me just make this clear. We didn't relate that with my wife into the dick fiend.
Oh, was that too close?
No, that was
yeah,
a little too, yeah.
I think everybody knows that.
She's gonna say, now, why'd you say I was a dick fiend?
Oh, no.
Right? No.
Let's make it very clear. Every podcast number, we come up with a little childhood rhyme or some childish little shit that we've been rhyming since number one.
Yep.
Number one was fun. Number two is due. I mean, we've had something every.
Four's a whore.
Four is a fucking whore.
Exactly.
5, she's alive.
She does it all,
6,
baby.
she sucks a lot of dicks.
Yes, she does.
7, might not make it to heaven. I don't. But at the end of the day, 116, Skip. Hopefully we get to 1,000 before we're all said and done. Wow. But we're coming strong, and we're not going anywhere. And if you like the fucking monopoly we put on the business so far, it's not going to stop.
Taking over.
I think we already have. Taking over would be something we said 6 years ago. We're on top of the mountain, and nobody's kicking us out. It'll take a nation of millions to come fuck with us. You know what I mean?
It's at the point where it's not even a concern.
It's not. Too deep.
I don't even talk about it because it's so irrelevant.
But I can sum it up, though, for the trolls that are out there saying, oh, You'll never be as deep as us in the sales force. 14 salesmen writing $150,000 a week, over 100, 200 news. You're just not doing that. You never will. We don't do $7 text blasts. Call now for $7. We don't give out free games.
$7?
We don't do 2 days for $2. Shout out to you prostitute whores. You only get 3 deals a week, so if you add 2 times 3, you made about $6.
7 days, $7. You can't even tip the fucking valet guy with $7.
What do you do 7 days for $7?
How good could your information possibly be when you're charging $7 for 7 days?
It's just a social media.
I mean, you're basically coming right out and saying, I'm throwing darts with your money.
Yeah.
Because my product is worth $1 a day.
Yeah, $1 a day. $1 a day will keep a fucking bum
a
broke,
dollar a day will keep you in foreclosure. It'll keep your bookmaker on your doorstep. It'll keep the bill collectors coming.
Well, it all comes back to this. Cheap things aren't good. Good things aren't cheap.
Yeah.
Somebody offers you something for nothing. Guess what you're going to get? Nothing.
Yeah.
If you're that type of guy that's willing to put your dick through a hole and not know what's on the other side, well, you go ahead and do that all day long.
Go ahead, spend that $1 a day.
Just don't call me. Yeah. There's certain people that get caught up.
You get what you pay for. I mean, don't look for cheap. If you're looking for $1 a day, I mean, I would advise that you just don't even bet at that point.
People can use all these high words. Do you want to go 5-0? Or do you want to go 80%? Call now for this, that, and the other. Anybody could be whoever they want over the phone. Everybody's a millionaire. Everybody's 80%. Everybody's calling you from the top of a penthouse. These are the same guys that ride the bus to work and live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
And are trolling in their underwear.
I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fucked up industry. I'll be the first to tell you. For every 6 apples that fall off the tree, 5 of them are rotten.
Absolutely.
But every now and then you get that VIP apple, that shiny red one you bring to the teacher and get that A+. So just be smart. Know who you're dealing with. Make sure you're not just dealing with a telephone tough guy. Make sure the company's licensed and bonded in the state of Nevada. Make sure they're not a fly-by-night company. And if somebody's asking you to Western Union or Bitcoin or MoneyGram you money, that's just a polite way of saying send the money to my sister. Because I don't have a merchant account. I don't have a business license. I'm going to lose your money, and you're not going to know how to get a hold of me because this burnout phone will be off real soon.
So the moral of the story is, if you're looking to spend $1 a day for information, I mean...
Don't call me.
Get a gut check, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what is $1 a day going to get you? One grocery dollar a day. You can't even get a burger for $1 these days.
No, the cheapest burger's like $5 now for the combo.
You can't get a pack of gum for a fucking $1.
Yeah, no, what you can get is a bloody, chapped asshole with somebody throwing darts with your money. And last time I checked, you worked way too hard for some social media young fucking punk who thinks he's a handicapper and writes a good article about eating, breathing, sleeping, sports. Yeah, only thing that he's eating is nuts at nighttime in his fucking apartment.
So watch out for those apples with the
Watch out for the apples. Watch out
with the wormholes in them.
No, with the worm coming out, that motherfucker. Yeah.
If you see a worm, a worm's head popping out, coming out of the apple, run like hell. Tie your shoelaces and get the fuck out of there. Run fast.
Only worm you better be eating is at that bottom of that tequila fucking bottle, and that motherfucker's full of alcohol. You know what I mean?
That's the only worm you need to eat.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and the reason why I say that is baseball is in full effect right now, Skipper.
God bless America.
And that is what I say. Like I said, this is a time where we push the little guys out of the way, all the little $5 football bettors, grandma leaving her car in fucking handicap because she's coming in to bet a 3-team parlay. All those people are out of the way right now. You know what I mean? The guys that follow us, all the handicappers that claim to be multi-millionaires that say they bet big when in reality they bet $5. All those guys are the fuck out of the way now, and baseball's for big boys.
Yeah, push grandma to the side and get to the window with the big dough.
That is a fact, because like I said, baseball's where the big boys come out at night and where we get some real fucking money. So I'm excited to be around this time of the year because we actually have more serious sports better. The college students fall off. The people that have never done it before, they get more excited because baseball's a team you can actually follow and win versus in NBA. Like, if you're betting NBA right now, like, seriously, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world. I mean, there's games out there.
There's spot plays here and there.
There's spot plays.
Few and far between until the playoffs start.
Correct. I mean, it's just like a
playoffs?
It's just like a girl's period. You think she's happy when she's spotting? No, she's still one step away from her period and fucking miserable. So if you don't want to be miserable like a period, you have to make spot bets. You got to know the 1 or 2 teams to bet every other day. It's not a sport that you just pick 4 NBA teams, put you in a parlay or put you in some bets and win. You'll get eaten alive.
Not the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Right now is not the time to be betting 3 or 4. Well, there's never a time to bet 4 games in one night in the NBA.
Not a time to bet 4 games any day in your fucking life.
However, it's definitely a time to be careful in the NBA. The regular season ends on the 12th, Steve, which is 6 days away.
Well, I'll just tell you like this. When the motherfucking LA fucking Lakers beat the San Antonio Spurs.
Right.
Skip, explain this one to me.
Great point.
Then if you guys don't see through this, you're the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. You got the worst team in the league, comes into San Antonio and beats the fucking shit out of the number 1 team in the fucking league right now.
Yeah, now everyone take a deep breath.
And really think about this.
And listen to what he's trying to tell you right now, because this is a perfect example on why you don't bet the NBA.
And why it's unpredictable.
And just start firing away on the NBA the last 2 weeks of the regular season when most of these teams don't give a fuck. Some teams are playing for draft picks. Some teams are trying to lose to get a higher draft pick. So go ahead and tell them what you're about to say. What the hell happened last night in the NBA?
The real teams, just like you said, have what we call, you know, how we have in the streets a G code. They have a code in the NBA, okay? You got the worst team in the league. So Popovich probably figures what, Skip? Put a couple average players in the game. Lakers are playing us. They're looking, I mean, obviously, if they were smart and their management was on point, they know they're looking for a lottery pick. They're looking for a first-round draft pick at this fucking point, okay? So Popovich probably put...
The Lakers.
Right. So they put in a normal fucking team over there at San Antonio to play the game, figuring Lakers are looking for a first-round pick. We're still going to get the win. We don't have to play all of our starters. We don't have to go hard. Then you look on the floor, and you got the shitty-ass fucking team in the league playing as hard as they can, winning the game against the San Antonio Spurs.
Kicking their ass.
There's only 2 different ways you can go about this. It's an either absolute fixed fucking game, and everybody was involved and everybody knew, or you have a team completely so disarrayed and so fucking stupid that they're not even focused on losing to get that first round.
To
Like
get
you
that
have
higher
no
draft pick,
business
right.
coming in beating San Antonio Spurs.
So let's set it up properly, okay? The Lakers go into San Antonio last night. San Antonio was what, 13.5-point favorite?
Minus 13-point favorite.
Spurs at home, okay, one of the top 3 teams in all of the NBA.
Period.
Okay? They're at home where they...
Well, they're playing better than
where
everybody.
they never lose.
Period.
Okay? They're laying 13.5 points
Yeah.
to the lowly Lakers who are pretty much trying to lose, you would think, to get up there in the draft lottery.
They're supposed to be losing.
They're
Even Magic Johnson comes out fucking
Yeah.
publicly saying, lose games, motherfucker, let's get players. You have no business.
The Lakers are supposed to be losing. The Knicks are supposed to be losing.
They don't even know how to lose. I mean, I don't get it.
There's certain teams out there that you would think are trying to lose right now to get higher draft picks.
Yeah.
Lakers being one of them. So they come into San Antonio last night as a 13.5-point dog
Right.
against a top 3 team in the NBA, a team that never loses at home, and the Lakers kicked the shit out of them. And what you were saying is, Popovich probably said, hey, listen, man, they're not coming in here to play tonight.
We're playing the fucking
Yeah.
Lakers. Go out, get some
Right.
rec, get the win. Don't worry about covering the
That's it.
spread.
Yeah, so he wasn't doing his A-plus coaching game because he's probably the best coach in the NBA. In my mind, he's the best.
I'd have to say
Okay?
he was following an NBA G code saying,
Yes.
we already know we're not going to go out and pound the Lakers.
Which is what you're saying.
Let's
Correct.
go out and play some normal fucking ball.
Yeah.
Then this team is such a disarray. They come out and play as hard as they can, not worrying about getting a first-round pick and knocking off the San Antonio Spurs.
And they're patting themselves on the back because they just went into San Antonio and beat their ass.
And all the Laker fans.
As a 14-point dog.
And if you're the a guy out there that says, I bet Lakers, I knew they'd win, you're the biggest moron in the fucking world.
Right.
Straight
So
up.
if you think you can figure that shit out on your own without having the proper information, shame on you. You're going to go broke. You're going to go into foreclosure, and your bookie's going to be a very happy man.
On the other hand, like he said, baseball is completely predictable right now. Power ratings from
Always.
last year doesn't mean a fucking thing when you got guys in the camps, you got the pitchers, you know their bullpen, you know everything about that. And we're going to get into that in the shows.
Yeah, we are.
Talk about a lot about baseball, and where the money is.
Baseball line's very, very soft in the beginning of the year.
It's a $1 trillion industry, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody could use a second income. The reason why we do the VIP Sports Podcast is to bring you into my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger. And my job is to show you guys how to make a second income, show you how to get paid. And I don't want to see the players be the only ones to get paid.
Me neither.
So before we get into the show today, Skip, why don't you tell these people if they're ready to make the plunge, they want to start betting sports, they've never done it before, or they've been doing it and losing and want to join the winning team.
Or they've been doing it and winning and just want to add to their arsenal.
Hey, listen, if you're going to war and you already got an Uzi, you've been laying motherfuckers out, you could always use a tank. You know what I mean?
And I'm a fucking tank.
And we're going to run people over like there's no tomorrow. So whether, like he said, you're winning on your own, you can use a extra couple units. If you're losing like 90% of the world is, you can use our help. Or if you just want to get into business and you want to learn the right way from the right people. See, guys, we work on commission. We don't get paid unless you do. So that pretty much cuts all the bullshit out of it right off the bat. So all we want to do is win, so we get paid. Bottom fucking line.
Bottom line. So the way to get a hold of us, if you want to start winning, you want to add to your arsenal, you want that extra income, you want that extra vacation this summer, you want to pay your house off a little early like Rude Jude did.
Oh, shout out to Rude Jude.
If you want to fucking ball out of control and upgrade your vehicle, here's what you do. Just pick up the phone. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. And give us a call, 877-220-6540. We'll take you by the hand. We'll walk you right through it step by step so there's no mistakes. That's the easiest way to know you're talking directly to Steve or I or one of our guys over here without being trolled and have some stupid motherfucker try to claim that they're us.
Yeah, and to those guys out there that try to follow my guys and comment and stalk them, your life is a fucking joke. You call yourself a sports handicapper, you call yourself a consultant, you're a fucking joke. Write that down, circle it, and put 2 stars next to it. Fair enough?
VIPSportsLasVegas.com. That's our website. There's a place on there they can enter their phone number if they'd like to get a free pick. Just put your toes in the water a little bit. There's packages on there, right, Steve?
Yeah, and
for all shapes and sizes of bettors.
whether you're just beginning or you're a fucking all-out whale looking to land somebody, we have a package for every size, shape of sports bettor out there. You're just getting going, betting $100 a game. You don't know how to go about to start to bet. You don't know how about to get the information. It's a 2-step process. First, you need the information from us so you know how to win. Second of all, you need a place to bet, which if you're not have a local guy, you get an offshore account, takes you about 10 minutes.
Yep.
We don't refer to anybody specifically. Like I said, we're not bookies. We're bookie fucking killers. We don't care where you get the action off. As long as they pay, that's all that fucking matters. Right, Skip?
Absolutely. Listen, if you love this podcast, if you like what you're listening to, hit the little subscribe button up there on YouTube. You can also hear us on iTunes.
Yeah.
But make sure you hit the subscribe button.
You get special alerts of us betting $100,000 games.
And if you want something for free, that's free. It was free. Hit the subscribe button, people, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and we'll keep you informed. You'll get all the alerts, like Steve said. And,
yeah, we appreciate a thumbs up here and now.
Yeah, thumbs
because
up.
the only, we've already, we have very sharp IP guys around here. For our fans that don't know, they've been following us forever. The same 12, 15 thumbs down we get are from the same 2 people that make up fake accounts just to put thumbs down.
Usually the competition.
Yeah, so, we already said that competition.
Or should we say people in the same industry that filter the industry, flood the industry with nonsense.
That's correct. Yeah. And follow us on Twitter also, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any type of question. We'll respond back. I know we got a lot of comments of seeing Big Skipper out on the baseball field. Big Skipper out there with the sunset with the wife.
Oh, yeah.
You like seeing Steve Stevens over at the concerts. You like seeing pictures when Money May comes in and gets on the phone and wants to talk to one of my billion-dollar clients.
Donating bicycles to the underprivileged children.
Whether we're taking pictures of, that's the thing. Like I took a picture of the PK Pike Week, but I never took a picture of all the bicycles and all the stuff that we did for the kids, which was the best part of the whole event.
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
We're nice guys, man.
Goddamn right. Why give back? Third generation born and raised in
we
Las Vegas.
We know where the fuck we came from. Okay?
Goddamn right.
Yeah, and we give back.
From nothing.
Yeah.
We're not one of these. We're not trust fund kids. We weren't born with a silver spoon in our fucking mouth. We don't have a money tree growing in our backyard. Only tree me and Skip ever had growing in our backyard was a little marijuana plant. We were just trying to flip a couple dollars to feed our mom. You know what I mean?
Just to grab a new pair of fucking...
You know what I mean? Mom's wasn't going to get us no pair of Levi's or those fucking new baseball mids. So
exactly.
Had to figure out a little supplemental income to get it ourselves. You know what I mean, Skip?
Yeah, if you didn't want those winter sneakers from Sears, does anybody remember the winter sneakers?
How about zips from Kmart?
Oh, my God.
You're running in zips, fast as can be. You stop, then you make a big Z.
Yeah, well...
I told my mom, fuck your zips.
Zip
my nuts up.
Zip my nuts up.
Yeah, because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, my mom used to do a lot of shopping at fucking...
Shout out to my mom, Kathy. You did everything you could for us. Gave me a great childhood life. I loved it, and I wouldn't replace it for nothing. Made me the man who I am.
Same here. I got the best mother in the world. She did everything she could. However, she couldn't afford being a single mother with 3 fucking brats at home.
Oh, I bet.
To put Nikes on every one of our fucking feet, okay?
Yeah.
So if you didn't want the winners from fucking Sears, and you wanted to go to school balling out of control instead of being the fucking nerd, then you get a paper route at 12.
Yeah.
You start washing dishes at 14.
Yeah.
I got 2 motherfucking jobs at 14 years old.
Rolling joints, selling them 2 for $5 at school.
So I could put the Nikes on my fucking feet and wear the right jeans. You know what I'm saying?
Made you the hustler who you are today. Yeah, I know more than
I'm not
anybody.
complaining at all. It made me the man I am.
Well, I complain a little bit. Shout out to Kelly and all of our 4 kids who you've made into trust fund spoiled fucking brats. Shout out to you for that, because you come from a trust fund family, and nothing wrong with that, but a little bit different than how I was raised.
Boy, our kids have no idea.
Yeah, you got to earn your shit, and you got to be a little bit appreciative, and you don't get every fucking thing that you want. Okay?
Well, we came up and we take care of our kids, Steve. It is what it is, and we take care of the underprivileged children.
Yeah, and
which led us into this with the bicycles. How many bikes did you donate? Like 1,000?
No, there was 1,000 bikes donated. I donated 111.
Nice, very nice.
111 fucking bikes. And like I said, it felt good when those kids got on those, rode them, we ate, did our thing. Because like I said, man, we come from absolutely nothing, made something out of our life. And I want to let those people know out there that you can accomplish anything in this world if you put your mind to it. You're going to have a lot of naysayers. You're going to have people say you're not this, you're not that. And the only thing that they can do is eat a fucking dick. A mind is the most powerful thing in the world, and if you don't take no for an answer, because part of it comes on you as well. As an individual, you can't get beat down. When you get kicked down, I mean, Skip, how many times have we been kicked down in our life?
Fuck.
It's not how you get kicked down, it's how you get the fuck back up. It's how you dust your shoulders off, and it's how you keep going. You don't let anybody affect you. Sometimes I know life gets overwhelming. I've been in situations where I could think back where I had to scrape up 50 cents to get Del Taco and Taco Bell just to eat for the day. But I always kept hustling. I always kept grinding. And as long as I didn't take no for an answer, I always got to where I wanted to be. And I want you to know that that's in you as well. Do what you want to do and don't take no for an answer. And ask for it first. If they don't get it for you, take it. Fuck it. Go thugged out on the motherfuckers.
Put your blinders on and stay focused. Now, the reason why we can do all this is because of the fucking military. They keep us safe. Our Armed Forces Radio Network, Steve.
Armed Forces Radio Network's been our very first sponsor. We love you. We are listened to by over 3 million viewers nation fucking wide, and we're getting a lot of sponsors. People are calling us berserk. For those people out there that want to sponsor the VIP Sports Podcast, I'd kind of hurry up, because we're pretty much filled with sponsors. And I'm not going to make my TV show a sponsor show where all you guys see is commercials all fucking day.
Right.
Because I know I don't like shows like that. But at the same time, we got to pay for the show without coming out my pocket. So we're going to make the show bigger and better. As you know, Skip, we're doing a makeover on the complete office. We're going to make a little man cave in here, get a little sports memorabilia, give you guys a little scenery to look at instead of this fucking blob of fucking paint that they charged me fucking about $18,000 for that I know no one gives a dog fuck about.
Oh,
all right?
my God.
So we'll get rid of that shit. The money talks ain't never going to go anywhere. We'll get that on Skip's side because, we represent.
You started talking about a makeover. I thought you ain't fucking making me over.
No, fuck no, making you over.
You said we're going to get a makeover. I was like, what?
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, especially when that old dog is keeping up.
Make my
especially
nuts
when that
over.
old dog is still winning championships left and right. You know what I mean? You don't put the horse down until he stops winning. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Armed Forces Radio Network, Steve, back at it. Shout out to all our military heroes.
3 million people, to be exact, listening to the VIP Sports Podcast around the world.
When can they hear it?
Well, you can hear us nonstop Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, and again on Mondays at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Once again, Armed Force Radio Network, Fridays at 11:30 a.m., Mondays 6 a.m., 6 p.m. Thank you for keeping our country safe. I'll continue to make you guys money so you can pay your bills when you're representing and supporting our company. Shout out to Paperhead out there. You guys want to get some head? You're single out there. You're not making much money. Money's kind of low. Money's tight. Things are rough, and your girlfriend won't sell her muff. You might want to think about getting with Paperhead.com, ladies and gentlemen. VIP Sports Podcast is presented every week by Paperhead.com, where you can start your own business today with the best sports management software in the business, Skip. And today we are excited to announce a special offer exclusively for the fans of the VIP Sports Podcast. Jot this link down, showing on your screen right now. Simply click on the URL in YouTube description of the podcast and get a 3-week trial of Paperhead's secure and user-friendly platform absolutely free.
Wow,
so
was that
click on it.
That was a mouthful.
It sure as fuck was. Bottom line is, click this fucking link you guys see right here on the URL, YouTube description, and they're going to give you a 3-week trial absolutely free.
And then when you're done with that, you can click my link.
Yeah, which is sign up and get fucking paid. Or make a hot link, whatever the fuck you guys want to do. But at the end of the day, they're giving a 3-week trial to all of our loyal fans because, like I said, if you're in the business, you want to bet big, live larger, you want all the stats for professional football, every other sport, you want a 24-hour communication, customer service support. If you want to start your own business, you want to be rich like Steve Stevens and bet big and live large, get your fucking shit started today. Paperhead.com, ladies
That's
and
a
gentlemen.
very generous offer. It's a 3-week trial, people, over there at Paperhead.com. Do what he just said. They're reaching out to you, and let's go get the money.
You're motherfucking right about that. I want to talk about the Masters.
The Masters?
Yeah, I don't want to.
We never talk about golf.
I know, and it's right in the middle of our sponsors. But like I said, Dustin Johnson was an 11-2 favorite to win the Masters, but he took a serious fall, dude, on the staircase Wednesday and injured his lower back.
Was he drinking?
That's what I'm laughing under my breath. There's a lot of whiskey and alcohol involved in fucking golf. These dudes, all they do is
I know quite a few of them that are luscious.
Buddy,
Yeah.
we're friends with a lot.
Yeah.
I'm personal friends with a lot of professional golfers.
Shout out to JD in the house.
Oh, shout out. I'm not even going to, the people that I'll mention,
No.
it's not even worth.
No.
But yes, they love to drink alcohol.
Yes,
they
they
love
do.
to golf, and they love to get a sunburn.
Yes, they do.
So you want to talk to a guy that has a red nose from alcohol and playing golf all day? Just holler at one of your local PGA pros, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, he took a fall, lowering his back. His manager said it was uncertain whether the world's #1 golfer would be able to play in the Masters.
What a shame. So he opened up as a 4.5 to 1 favorite to win the Masters.
And dropped to 7 to 1. Well, this is
yeah.
what I want to talk about.
Which, by the way, I would never make a fucking bet like that on a when you got 80 people playing in a golf match.
Yeah, you're better off.
You're betting one guy at 4 to 1 or 4.5 to 1 to win it. I mean, he trips up.
4 to 1. It's 10 to 1.
No, it's 11 to 2, 4.5 to 1.
Well, now it's 7 to 1.
Well, yeah, after he fell.
Yeah, so can you figure that out for me?
Why would you even bet the motherfucker if he fell down the steps?
Not
the guy can't even walk down the fucking steps.
Not-
How the fuck's he gonna hit the golf ball?
I don't know. He's pretty fucking good, brother.
Yeah, he's good. I'm not saying he's not, but I mean.
Well, anyway, he dropped to 7 and 1, the same as Jordan Spieth and Rory out there.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy, right? McIlroy?
Yeah, and listen, these two dudes.
You know how much I know about golf.
Well, I'm just saying, these are some young studs. They're making money. They're doing their thing. It's a new generation out there. But like I said, to make a serious fall like that and hurt yourself and drop your odds, I'd have to say there was a little liquor involved.
Yeah.
I know plenty of situations. Listen, as soon as the president of the United States retires from being the president, who do you think they hang with?
Who do you think falls down the stairs more, Hillary Clinton or fucking this guy?
They're both drunk as fuck. They both hang out with professional golfers,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't know. But I don't know.
Did I ever tell you I was actually on the golf team in high school?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did it on the side.
You did it on the side. Well, because
I
I
was
actually was on the golf team in ninth grade.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you that.
No.
I actually was on the high school golf team for 2 years.
Were you for 2 years? Were you any good? Or?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, we carried 10 players to every match. Only the top 8 players' scores counted, and I was usually number 6.
Well, that's how it is, Skip.
Not bad. I mean,
your team has usually in junior golf, you have 6 or 8 players, and then you have what they call alternates.
We carried
and
10. We carried 10, and the top 8 scores counted.
Correct. So usually the alternates are the guys that are shit, but they're on the team because you're high school and they have to have you on the team. So.
Yeah, well, I was usually number 6. My score usually counted, and we came in second place in our county. We did pretty well. We had some good guys on the team.
What'd you used to shoot out there in high school?
I was in the low 80s.
Low 80s?
Yeah, like 82 to 85.
Fuck out of here.
I swear to God.
18 holes?
My best
You
friend-
guys must have been playing the most public course in the motherfucking world out there in Philly.
Miniature golf. I mean,
miniature.
hit it in the clown's mouth. Hit it under the windmill.
I love it.
Over the little pond.
Hey, listen.
I can tell you some golf stories you wouldn't believe. My putter is probably still in a pine tree next to a green. I remember exactly where I threw it. It was the last putt I ever made, and I never hit a golf ball again after that.
Listen, to my friends out there that have golfed with me that respond to this podcast, will you make a comment, please? I've broken more clubs, and buddy, I had a major attitude out there on the golf course.
So do I. That's why
I was real good. I've went through several different clubs. Actually, Bill Fritz, who used to work here with us, we had a bet. I ended up breaking every club in his bag and throwing his whole bag in the fucking water.
In the lake?
Yeah, in the lake. They were rentals, of course. I wouldn't disrespect them.
The reason why I had to quit playing golf is because I'm a very competitive guy.
So am I.
I hate to fucking lose, which is why you want to hire me as your sports consultant, by the way. I hate to fucking lose. Extremely competitive. And I was decent when I was younger. And as I got older and I was in college and you go out and play around the golf, it comes to the point where you're driving around in a golf cart, maybe, smoking a joint, playing a couple.
That's all I do.
Drinking a couple of fucking beers. You end up going out you don't go out to golf anymore. You go out to get fucked up with your buddies on the weekend.
Shout out to Brennan Fleming and Mark D. Here's what I do. I'm actually a real good golfer.
I started to suck because I was drinking and maybe taking a toke back in the day. And I started to suck. I wasn't playing competitively, and I started getting pissed off, breaking clubs, like you said, throwing clubs in the fucking creek and the lake, up in fucking trees. Yeah. And I said, this ain't fun anymore.
You can't go from the wrestling team to golf, Skip.
I know that.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're out there real calm to fucking taking people down.
It's 2 different mindsets.
So at the end of the day, like I said, I golf. I'm good. I can shoot low 80s all day right now, any day of the week. I don't have the attention span for it. Like I said, I'll go out there, play 5, 6, 7, 8, shoot 3 over. 4 over for 9 holes, and I'm done. I'm smoking weed, ordering Bloody Marys, getting on shots of tequila. Yeah. By the time the 12th, 15th hole comes, I'm ready to call the dope deal.
Yeah,
I'm not done. I'm ready to go to the next fucking level. I'm on hole 15. I'm going to need you to be in the parking lot at about an hour and a half.
Oh, that's funny. So basically, you're drinking along the way.
Yeah,
okay?
just looking to have fun with my boys starting off. I smoke weed all day out there.
So by the time you hit the turn after 9,
I'm bored with golf.
You're high as fuck.
Oh yeah. Well,
now you go in
buzz off the alcohol. The high don't really fuck me up.
Okay, so now you go in the clubhouse. You knock down 3 Bloody Marys.
Well,
they're out on number 10, ready to tee off, and you're still at the bar ordering another fucking drink.
No. Right when I get there, I'm getting the Bloody Marys first thing when we're warming up. Then you get into a shot of tequila or Crown Royal about the 3rd hole.
Right.
And by 9, when you go to the break, you're taking a couple of shots of tequila. Then you're on the 10th hole wondering, why the fuck am I playing this back 9? I'm ready to roll.
It's fucking hot
It's hot out here. Where the fuck is the slot? Where's the fucking $100 double down around this motherfucker?
Where's the fucking slot machine? Where's the cocktail waitress?
I'm on the fucking Cantor app putting in $100,000 a game, knowing I should be betting $20,000.
Where are my cigarettes? What the fuck? You're on the cell phone.
I'm smoking.
They're telling you can't be on the phone out here, Steve. You're yelling at fucking...
Hold on. You just hit it on that. Yeah. By the 11th hole, I'm calling my client. I don't think you understand. You got to put $50,000 on. I'm out there buzzed out of my mind, talking to clients on the 13th hole, smoking fucking cigarettes at this point. Right. What am I here for? I might as well be at the Red Rock fucking gambling.
Sweating your fucking balls off.
Yeah, hot as hell. So, shout out to Mark D. I know I aggravate the fuck out of you, but you got a good 11 holes out of me.
So by hole 13, 14, you're on the phone to the fucking drug dealer, and your cart isn't going to the next hole. It's going to the parking lot.
My cart might pull right out of hole 13. Right. Sorry, guys. Now the next group's in. I don't give a fuck. The D dealer's in the parking lot. I'll be back.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's exactly why I quit playing golf, by the way.
Okay, well, that's the reason why I still go out there, to get away from the family and the old lady and the 2 toddlers screaming.
Yeah.
And just have some fun with my boys, breathe some fresh air.
I get that part. Yeah.
But it always ends up being a toxic day. It doesn't end up being breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Ends up being a lot of tequila, a lot of Crown Royal, a lot of marijuana, a lot of cigarettes, and a little PJ here and there, if everybody knows what I mean out there. Anyway, we got another sponsor that just started out our show as well that want to bring them ahead. BetDSI.com is in the motherfucking house. VIP Sports Podcast is happy to bring on a new sponsor. Operating for more than 20 years, BetDSI is an A+ rated and offers fast payments, winnings with odds on all sports and global events. From the player who demands it all, including office pools, poker rooms, horse wagering, and skill games, to the whale better who needs to bet $50,000 a game without getting a fucking hassle. BetDSI is the perfect choice. So if you're looking for the best solution to place your action, if you're looking to get the best lines and the fastest pay, go to BetDSI.com. Like I said, BetDSI.com, new sponsor. We love you. Thank you.
There's a lot of offshore sports books out there, but people that I talk to on the phone nonstop, they just keep telling me that BetDSI is a place that pays them pretty quickly. The lines are fucking fair. They got 24/7 fucking support.
Absolutely.
And it appears to be the place to make your
One
wager.
thing about us is we're not Brett Bursberger. We're not involved with the sports consulting side and the booking side.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not a bookie. I'm a bookie killer.
Oh,
so I don't care who you set up with. But like I said, BetDSI is a sponsor of the podcast. If you can get your action with them and they pay fast, get with the motherfuckers because we'll break them fast. Fair enough?
Exactly. I hear they got a lot of money and they pay quickly. So.
Yeah, that's all I need to hear. Like I said, I'll give you the information and we'll see if we can't break them down. Fair enough? And if you're watching or listening to the VIP Sports Podcast and you own a small business and you're interested in becoming a sponsor, like I said, go to VIP Sports Admin and do it quick because we're not going to fill our fucking show up with a bunch of sponsors.
You ain't lying.
What do you say we get into our show today, Skip?
Well, we haven't?
Oh, well, we've been talking back and forth.
Fucking 30 minutes deep?
Well, I just want to get in. First of all, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to North Carolina, the NCAA champions. I tell you what, Skip, I said it when there were about 5 games left. I said North Carolina wouldn't win it, and they called my bluff.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that bet prop bets and futures, so it really doesn't fucking matter to me anyway.
I've been telling you all year, don't get caught in the fucking in the tar with the Tar Heels. They win games, however, if you bet them all year, you didn't make a lot of money because against the fucking spread, they weren't the champions.
This is what I'm trying to tell you guys.
They weren't SMU against the spread. They weren't fucking
Wichita State. They weren't
Gonzaga against the spread.
No, they weren't.
Hats off to fucking the Tar Heels. They won the championship. Congratulations. But when it comes to getting fucking paid and covering the fucking number, you were not the champions.
Correct. So, I mean, like I said, if you're a North Carolina fan, you've been banging them all year. Remember, they were the worst covering fucking team for a long, long time. And once again, they win the championship. That's why you have to be real tricky with what goes on in basketball, and you got to know when to bet it and when to lay off. All my clients know, all my whales, all my guys that are betting 6 figures, did you guys see any tickets of me with the championship game?
No.
Didn't even bet the motherfucker, Skip.
I got to be honest.
You want me to be real with you? I'm the most feared sports bettor in the world. I didn't even bet the fucking championship game. How about those apples?
It's kind of like betting a Super Bowl. I mean, every grandmother comes out of the closet.
Today for amateurs.
Just because it's a championship game don't mean you got to bet your entire fucking bankroll on the game.
Oh my God, it's Final Four. I got to bet every game.
God, I got to fire everything.
It's Sweet 16. I got to bet every team.
I got to go eat some chicken wings and yell at the TV screen.
I'm Derek from the D. I want to get on Brent's show and bet 23 games and lose them all and make myself look like an idiot.
Woo! Wow.
Guys, a lot of guys are willing to do whatever it takes to get on TV. Vegas Dave, you're willing to suck dick to get on TV. You're willing to suck dick to get a commercial. You're willing to pay trust fund money to make a documentary no one will watch that no network will put you guys on. Come on, man. Hey, should I be on Under the Deck? I want to be on this reality show. You got to have the look. You got to have the mouthpiece, and you got to have real connections. Not anybody can make it to Hollywood, motherfucker. You can write that down in circles.
Under the deck or under the dick?
Under my deck, which is under my cock, which is my balls.
Hey, back to the national championship game.
Yes.
What did you think about where the fuck they played the Final Four?
I thought it was a horrible fucking place for the Final Four.
Horrible fucking.
Arizona Cardinals football stadium? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Wow.
I was reading online.
Wow.
I was reading online. Fucking hundreds, if not thousands of people just going fucking berserk when they got to the stadium and they got in their seat.
It was terrible.
I mean, they needed fucking binoculars. I mean, you got people in a football fucking stadium in the upper deck
watching basketball.
Watching a basketball game?
It's a fucking absolute joke.
Well, shout out to whoever promoted that because you made a fucking fortune.
No, but hold on.
However, you pissed off a lot of people. There was a lot of people. I mean, there was very few good seats in that place. If you were at that game, if you were fortunate enough to go and you got there and your seat sucked, put a comment in. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, shout out to Ernest, just came by my office. He's like, look, dude, we had good seats. He showed me a picture. I was like, dude, you're like a mile up.
Horrible. And even the student section, like where they had the students behind the fucking backboard, like, 50 yards up.
Yeah, you can't even hear the motherfucker.
They couldn't see shit.
They're so far back, you can't even see nothing behind the backboard when they're holding shit up.
What a horrible, horrible venue for the Final Four.
They lost money. They could have made a lot more money, making people comfortable, more excited. Yes, Arizona, you did a horrible, horrible job at that for sure.
One other thing I want to say about the game. Gonzaga, or Karnowski, that big fucking white boy with the big beard.
Oh, my. Hold on.
You Amish-looking fucking Abraham Lincoln looking Amish motherfucker.
You Davy Crockett lumberjack, 18 fucking jump shot missing, layup fucking bricking bitch. You lost in the game, you lumberjack motherfucker. If you'd have cut your raggedy ass beard and cleaned your shit up and took it a little bit more professional, you might have made. I mean, how hard is it to make the rim is right here. The motherfucker, you're atheist.
He doesn't even have to jump. He just goes like this. But anyway, he got in foul trouble. Here was the difference in that game, Steve, from my point of view. What I saw. With 9 minutes to go in the game, he got in the fucking Abraham Lincoln for Gonzaga there. Yeah, he got himself in foul trouble. They took him out of the game for like 5 fucking minutes. He came back in with like 4.5 minutes to go.
And missed 18 jump shots.
He never fucking left his feet once. Go back and watch the last 4.5 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, first of all, he was up at the top of the key instead of in the paint underneath. He didn't even fucking get off his feet to go for a rebound. It's almost like he was fucking stoned out of his mind or on Quaaludes or something.
Well, they're claiming that this was their number one gun. Would you take this guy in an NBA team?
Absolutely. What I saw
never in my fucking life, just from that one game.
With the championship on the line.
Yeah, on the line. What happened to jumping out of bounds, cutting your arm, elbowing motherfucker?
He was asleep.
He's a bitch.
If you go back and watch the last
You're a bitch, homie. You didn't represent the white boys at all.
I'm telling you, go back and watch the last 4.5 minutes of that. He was walking up and down the fucking court. He never left his feet to try to get a fucking rebound.
You know him and his family don't have no money. His mom's beard's probably longer than his.
I don't know, but it was absolutely horrible. He was out of position. I just couldn't believe what the fuck I was seeing.
A better word for that team that day would be out of pocket.
I don't know, man.
Because they were a better team that they played that day, but
hell yeah.
All shout outs to North Carolina for getting the job done. Skip, why don't we get into a little opening week highlights of baseball. That's what's getting me a little bit excited.
Let's do it.
More than anybody, okay? As you know, opening week is here. Why don't we just start with the Nationals, okay?
All right.
Strasburg looked fucking hands down awful.
I agree with you.
Okay, I mean, he's really starting to not impress me. Jason, which you call him worthless, coming from your Phillies, $23 million. What a fucking flop and an embarrassment. Talk about Nationals. What do you got on them?
Jason Worth. When this guy swings at a fucking pitch now.
It's embarrassing,
He's down on his fucking knee.
I see it.
He's pulling out
He's like hitting up. Like where's his batting coach?
He's pulling out like a 17-year-old hitting a fucking his high school girlfriend that doesn't want to get her pregnant. He's pulling out of the batter box.
He's swinging like Big Skipper's golf swing back in high school.
Yeah, well, actually no, my swing was pretty good. His fucking swing right now, he looks fucking awful. Jason Worthless, a $23 million fucking flop, as you just said. Man.
Well, you hate him because of Philly.
Hey, listen, cut your fucking hair and shave your beard. Maybe you can see the fucking ball.
Yeah, that dirty look, clean up a little bit. You can only have that dirty look when you're balling. But once you're not playing all that good, cut up and clean up or shut the fuck up.
Well, once the season starts, what's up with these hair hogs anyway?
It's ridiculous, dude.
What about the fucking Mets? The entire team got hair down to
they got shags, yeah.
They got hair down to their fucking
I don't know,
ass.
though. The Mets are a good team. They can win. If they're doing that as a team, I got their back. However, if you're a guy that used to be a superstar and keep running the look 2 years over,
it's getting old, man. You can't.
If you're not an all-star, don't do that shit.
You can't hit the ball, Jason. You're fucking worthless. You're stealing $23 million a year. God bless you. You're fucking awful, man. Show some fucking pride.
You think Skip loves this guy or what? Anyway, well, he bangs for players that robbed the Phillies. Strasburg.
Back to Strasburg. His fastball had no fucking movement on it whatsoever on opening day. He was throwing balloons right down the middle of the fucking plate.
They might as well hire D. Hearn. I got D. Hearn pitching as good as him.
And let me tell you something. They were roping him. I mean, they must have hit 6-7 balls to the warning track. They were lucky to get the fuck out of that game, believe me.
And shout out.
Strasburg looked awful.
He really did. And shout out to all the middle relievers this year in Major League Baseball. There was a lot of middle relievers that are good that didn't get picked up. So that's another thing that people don't know about Skip that you and I do. There's going to be a lot of teams acquiring relievers and pitchers that didn't get drafted or picking up that people have no idea about. There's an abundance of them. Would you agree? Abundance of good guys.
This year more than ever, yeah.
Correct, more than ever. All right, I want to get over to Matt.
By the way, I did say last show, that I believe the Nationals are an actual fraud. I think the Mets will win the National League East. I think the Nationals are a fraud.
I like the Nationals.
Listen, Jason, prove me wrong.
Well, I like the Nationals. I don't like the odds makers put heavy odds on them. Are they a team to be betting every day at $1.70, $1.80?
No.
Absolutely fucking not. Okay,
you can pick your spots with them. They're a solid team. They don't suck. I just say they're overrated.
And the last thing you want to do, let me give you some advice. The last thing you want to do is take a team that's minus $2 that ain't playing too good and bet them on the run line. Mm-hmm. That's the last thing you want to fucking do because you want to make sure the team offensively is showing up before you take a solid team like that and try to drop the odds down to get better value.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I want to talk about the Mets. As you and I were talking off the air, their pitching staff, 15 shutout innings to start the fucking season,
Not
Skip.
bad.
Not too fucking bad over there, huh?
Yeah, it took 20 innings till they finally gave up a run.
And
I also said that last week. If the Mets fucking pitching staff stays healthy, they're going to win the National League East in my mind.
Buddy, you start out giving up one run in 20 fucking innings.
Yeah, pretty strong.
I mean, has anyone else done that?
No.
I mean,
First 15 innings shutout. They didn't give out a run fucking for 15 innings.
But hold on. On the other side, the offense is struggling like a motherfucker.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
That could be.
I don't know who's struggling more, their offense or Kim Kardashian to get her jewelry back.
I will say, somebody needs to learn how to hit over there. Cespedes needs to take this team.
0-12 with runners on base? I mean, talk to me. What needs to happen here?
What needs to happen is Cespedes needs to fucking take that team by the horns, and he needs to be the fucking leader. He needs to get a hot bat. Let's get in the batting cage, guys. Let's take a few more fucking swings because opening day, they went 0 for 12 with
runners in position.
Runners on base.
You can't do that.
That's not going to win you games. When your pitching staff is shutting everybody the fuck down and you can't put up a run, that may pose a problem.
I want to change this section into you telling the owner or the team what they need. So tell me what they need to do to improve. I'm going to do this.
I just told you. They need a pitching staff to stay healthy.
Okay.
And when Steve Matz comes back, who's injured, he's in their rotation normally. He's a young beast, left-hander. When he comes back, they're going to be even better.
But I'm saying, how does that increase your hitting?
Well, it doesn't. What I'm saying is the pitching staff needs to stay healthy, obviously.
Okay, obviously.
Cespedes needs to take the bull by the fucking horns. He needs to have a fucking meeting with these guys right out of the gate and say, listen, man, these pitchers are breaking their fucking balls. We're shutting teams down defensively. We need to get on the fucking board, man. If we need to take an extra hour fucking hitting.
Correct.
You know, we need to get in the fucking cage, take a few more cuts.
Correct. Instead of growing their hair long, they need to make a commitment to go an extra 2 hours in the cage so we can get these fucking balls hitting out the fucking. I got you. All right. Well, anything else you want?
It's mainly the pitchers with the Mets that have the long hair, but they need to get in the fucking batting cage. Bottom line.
Period. Moving on, let's talk about the Braves because you and I said this off air. Definitely a possible NL sleeper. Okay?
I agree.
The Tomahawks are coming through, or the fucking Braves are tomahawking motherfuckers. What were some of the key moves? Now, you've told me this, like I said. You said they made a lot of key moves in the offseason, and obviously they made some good moves because the team, they're impressing me a little bit. I mean, do I think they're going to win the World Series? No, but I do truly believe an NL sleeper all day long.
They're going to win some games. You're going to be able to find the Braves in some really good spots, plus money. Speaking of the Mets, the Braves took the Mets to 12 innings last night, Steve, and ended up beating them.
Drowning them,
okay, which never should have happened, okay? The Braves should not come in to Citi Field and beat the fucking Mets. It just shouldn't happen.
Talking about the Braves.
Talking about the Braves and the key offseason moves.
Well, the key
this is a team that they don't have their eyes on the fucking Braves. I do. I got my eyes on them now, believe me. They picked up Markakis in the offseason from the Orioles. They picked up Brandon Phillips, second baseman from the Reds. Now, these are veteran players that are good players.
Bartolo.
They picked up Bartolo Colon from the Mets, who, by the way, started that game last night against the fucking Mets. They picked up Matt Kemp from San Diego. And
even though I know you don't like Matt Kemp's game, I just think he's one of those guys that don't like to play. That motherfucker still has talent, Skip.
He won the game for him last night.
He's a fucking. I'm just telling you, I like him.
He had 3 doubles last night.
But remember yesterday we were just talking about him?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Matt Kemp.
I don't know why. I liked him on the Dodgers. I liked him when he was fucking Rihanna, and I still like him now.
So anyway, the Braves, Markakis, Brandon Phillips, Bartolo Colon, Matt Kemp. Those are some key acquisitions in the offseason.
More key than that, their shortstop's a superstar.
Yes, he is. Dansby, fucking Swanson.
Correct.
Dansby is a fucking beast.
Uh-huh.
He was the number one. He's going to be a hell of a player. He was the number 1 overall pick 2 years ago. He's their shortstop. Great fucking hitter. Not to mention, they got Freddie Freeman at first base, power hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the Braves are going to win some fucking games, and you might want to keep your eyes on them. You're going to see some plus value on the Braves.
Yeah,
You're going to be able to make some money with them as a dog this year.
That's what I was just going to say to Skip's benefit here.
Until the odds makers catch up with it.
You're gonna when we talk about a team like that, that's going to be a team like we were just saying that you get good money in baseball. They're going to be an underdog a lot of the time, and they're going to win a lot as an underdog. I mean, they're not going to be favored probably for, I don't know, 18, 19 fucking games into the season. You know what I mean?
You know, the odds makers will catch up with them, especially after what they did yesterday. They surprised the fuck out of the Mets.
Let's talk about another team that everybody is always looking at. And I'm not going to go over every team. I'm just going over teams that I know everyone talks about. And teams that, stadiums you and I like to go to, especially you. Let's talk about San Francisco, speaking of good stadiums.
San Francisco Giants.
Bumgarner hits 2. Now, on the other side, here's a motherfucking boss hitting fucking 2 home runs. Bumgarner hits fucking 2 home runs, bro.
Unbelievable.
5 innings, no hitter.
Right.
Now, you talk about a bad motherfucker.
What else can you do for your fucking team?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, he throws 5 innings of no hit. He throws 5 innings of no hit baseball. Hits 2 fucking home runs himself.
That's a guy that can win the game by himself.
And gets a no decision.
I don't need you motherfuckers even out in the field. I'm going to pitch by myself.
Yeah. And on paper, he doesn't get a win or a loss. He got a no decision in the fucking game.
Unbelievable.
What more can you do for a fucking team? Hey,
nothing.
Bumgarner, you're a damn beast.
Yeah,
man.
I'll take you on my team any day of the motherfucking week. You are an absolute superstar. But when it comes down to baseball, Skip hit it right down on the head. What else do you want a guy to do? He's pitching, throws a 5 innings no hitter, and hits you 2 home runs and scores for you.
What pitcher hits 2 home runs in one fucking game?
There's only one I can think.
That's pretty strong.
I mean, there's only one I can think of.
And he crushed them too, because I saw them both. Yeah. I mean, they didn't just like barely go over the wall.
Who am I talking about who used to hit home runs? Big, swole, motherfucking tough motherfucker. Who's the only other pitcher that used to knock off home runs?
You?
Who? No, I was never a pitcher, Skipper.
What position do you play? Center field?
Me? Shortstop and second base my whole life. Then when I was short, went to outfield. And then, be honest with you, my baseball career ended at 16. I played junior varsity when I was in 9th grade. And then got a job, Skip. Like I said, I come from a family that didn't have no money.
You just remind me of a center fielder. I was a catcher.
Yeah, oh, you were catching?
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole career.
All right.
I played a little bit of the hot corner third base, but
well, the hot spot, huh?
95% of the time I was behind the plate.
All right, let's talk about the Dodgers. We talk about San Fran. It's only right we talk about Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Kershaw.
My pick to win the World Series, by the way.
Let me ask you this. Is anybody better than Kershaw?
No.
Even I'm just saying, you're talking about what Bumgarner just did?
No. Bumgarner's fucking great. I mean, no doubt about it.
No, he is, but we're just saying like there's nothing else you can do.
He's
as good as he is, who are you taking, Skip?
I'm taking Kershaw.
All day fucking long. Retired 19 batters in a row. You want to talk about some outrageous shit?
Unbelievable.
19 batters in a row. I mean, it was versus the Padres.
Right.
So I don't know what that's saying because I will tell you this. Padres are a foreclosure team.
Yeah.
The whole fucking city and state of San Diego, California is in disarray.
Yeah.
They're losing their football team. The fucking baseball team fucking sucks.
Yep.
Do not fuck with San Diego at all.
Wow.
You want to go somewhere in San Diego, go to the zoo.
Go to the fucking beach.
Yeah, go to the fucking beach. You know. So.
Nice ballpark, too. I mean, Petco Park's a beautiful place to hang out. It's a shame, actually.
It really is because, I mean, just somebody needs to pump up those two organizations.
Total foreclosure.
Why wouldn't football work there? Why can't you get a good team in fucking San?
I can't explain it.
Anyway, now to back the Dodgers up offensively, put up 14 runs in the opener, brother.
When you got Kershaw retiring 19 batters in a row and your offense puts up fucking 14 runs,
it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to beat you.
Yeah, New York Mets, pay attention.
Please,
okay?
yeah,
pay attention.
So I'd have to say that Dodgers.
That being said, how do you score 14 runs in the opening game and then come back the next night against the Padres and score fucking 0?
Well, that's why the public. Hold on, Skip.
That's why you can't do this on your own.
That's why if you're going to look at me and tell us that you know how to do baseball, you're a liar. Because the Dodgers were scoreless the day before. Nobody comes back and bets the Dodgers on a run line the next day that knows what they're doing when they come scoreless. You got to know when to pick your fucking spots.
They score 14 runs on opening day to come back the next day and score fucking 0.
But the game they lost, they were minus, I want to say $2 or $1.80.
They're going to look. They should be minus 700 against the Padres.
I was just going to say, it should be more
They should never lose to the
minus
Padres.
250, 300. So once again, That's not a team that's not a fucking six-figure team right now.
They kicked their ass the first game, scored 14 runs, come back the very next day as a fucking $2 favorite and fucking scored 0.
But for a betting guy, it's a team that you let watch play. It's not a team you put your money on.
That's like the Lakers beating the Spurs in San Antonio.
The odds aren't worth it, ladies and gentlemen.
It just shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen at all.
No.
Bottom line. And then, of course, our early standings, Cleveland's 3-0. Yankees dropped 2 of 3 against the Rays.
Cleveland, wow. They came back in 2 of those games against Texas.
Well, I already told you.
In the 9th inning. They scored 5 runs in the top of the 9th last night to come back and beat the Texas Rangers.
Shout out to Brandon, who doesn't want to pay, so you won't get nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you're the first one to pay. I don't need to have to ask for my money. When we're up 40 grand, send my 20 grand. I don't need to call and ask for it. You should know that by now. You are officially suspended.
Come on, Brandon, you're on suspension.
You're on probation. No, I'm not calling you for 30 days. You can eat my dick, straight up.
Brandon, we love you. Brandon, why aren't you paying your tab, dude?
Here's another one. Mark D, don't come to me talking about the Yankees. I thought, they played great preseason. They dropped 2 of 3 against the Rays. Now, here's the thing about the Yankees. The Rays seem to always have their card every year, somehow. I mean, Rays, they could have an undefeated team. Rays will always find a way to beat the Yankees.
Nothing makes me happier than when the Yankees fucking lose. Unless I got my money on them, obviously.
Well, I said the Yankees are going to have a good team this year. I didn't say they're going to be all-stars. I said they're going to win more than people think. Slow start. Colorado 2-1, which doesn't mean shit. I mean,
watch out for the Rockies. There's another sleeper for you.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you.
Solid-ass lineup there.
When we have our home run contest, will you allow me to go to Colorado and do it there?
Well, maybe I'll cut the pitch count down. I'll cut your pitch count down.
Okay. Let's talk about Friday's games. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
I mean, obviously, we got to give somebody something to look for. You're speaking about the Rock. You got Yankees 1-2 taking on Baltimore 2-0. Okay. Yankees-Baltimore is obviously a good matchup. Is it a game that you put your money on? I'm just going to tell you right now.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Correct. I will not say yes or no.
This would be a great time to run a real quick promotion, Steve. You want to play some baseball? Believe me, we know. You're talking to 2 guys that know baseball.
I tell you what.
I fucking live, eat, sleep, and breathe fucking baseball. And I know how to beat the fucking book when it comes to baseball. I will kick your bookie's ass, period.
Without any shadow of a doubt. And one thing I want to tell you, baseball is kicking ass right now more than ever. We're kicking ass, and I want to make sure that everyone fucking takes advantage of it. I don't want to be the only one making money during baseball season. So to all my people out there, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do a deal where it's very, very simple, very affordable, and it's something where you can get a good product. I want everybody to get it. Listen, and I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Over the last 4 years, I've had tens of thousands of people call my company and sign up, and 100 out of 10,000 never get to deal with me. They never get my personal plays. They end up buying a different package. I know that everybody calls VIP Sports wants to deal with me personally. They want my personal plays. So, Skip, go ahead and run your promotion and give these people a chance to get my games, my personal plays directly from me for 7 days without having to spend $2,500 a game or $2,500 a week.
I don't know if they can afford it.
I want you to do a 7-day promotion. I don't care. No, I want you to make it affordable because I want them to. I'm doing a promotion so they come aboard, and then after that 7 days, we're going to sit down and talk about some real money. The floor is yours, buddy. Do what you want.
Here's what I'm going to do. Call us at 877-220-6540. I'm going to do this one day and one day only. Friday. Call in Friday. I'm going to give you 7 days of Steve's baseball plays. $149.
$149. That's $2,500 value, bottom fucking line.
It's absolutely insane. 7 plays, 7 days of Major League Baseball, $149. Friday only, new players only. If you've never worked with us before, give us a call. If you've never had a baseball account with us, now's the fucking time. 7 days of baseball winners, $149.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't...
That's fucking $20 a day.
I mean, like, literally. I mean, like, you reach in your pocket...
That's $20 a day.
Okay. Here. Let's. I want to. So for $140 for a week.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of money on me. We turn this into this.
Wow. $20 investment a day. Call me with a debit card or a credit card. $149. 7 days of Major League Baseball winners. If you're serious about making money, this is a no-brainer.
Do you want to fucking turn $149 into fucking $2,500? Go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com right now. Get a week of Steve Stevens personal plays directly for the Big Skipper for $149. If you don't like money, you sure as fuck won't love us. Like I said, no sense of hating, no sense of debating. Like I said, you either get in the train, get on our train, or get ran the fuck over, bottom fucking line.
That's right.
It's $1 trillion industry, and we're constantly going to get ours. We're trying to bring you by the collar and bring you right to the front.
Breaking news, Dustin Johnson withdraws from the fucking
I was just going to say, I see that. Our broken back guy, obviously.
He fell down the stairs, and he will
down the stairs.
He will not be golfing in the Masters.
Ate a couple Lortabs and doesn't want to get beat, so he's going to go ahead and sit this one out on a couple Oxycontin/Lortabs, huh?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the fucking NBA. We just said the NBA fucking blows until the playoffs start next week.
No, without any shadow of a doubt.
I mean, we're getting deep into this podcast here.
We are.
I got clients that are fucking waiting on me.
We all do. So I tell you what, Skip, I want to talk a little bit more about baseball before we end.
Okay.
So before we get out
I'll
here,
talk about baseball all day if you want.
No, that's what I want to do.
Grab me a couple beers and we'll talk baseball all day, bro.
I tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to roll a blunt. I'm going to grab you a beer, and then we're going to start talking about what teams these people need to be looking for to make money. Fuck stats. Fuck the field.
Right.
Fuck what's going on. We'll talk about what teams these people should be betting on and what teams they should be making money. We're going to go to a quick sponsor break. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A+ rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle. Well, I know I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't know who's higher, me, the airplane outside, or giraffe pussy. Holy shit.
Giraffe pussy. That's pretty high, man.
It's high as you can fucking possibly get. You know what I mean? Wow. But anyway, before we left on our commercial break, we wanted to talk about what teams you actually need to be looking to make money on, Skip. And then we'll get into a little basketball, get into a little entertainment, and get out of here.
Well, if they call me on Friday with $149,
yeah.
I'm going to tell them which teams they need to be looking at.
Take advantage of Skip's promotion.
Don't just look at it. Fire on it.
That is that no doubt about it. We're not here to give you information to make you money. We're looking to get paid too. But a couple games and a couple teams that people need to be looking at that you can make serious money on are totals. You got to be looking at an over-under right now. There's a lot more money to be made betting over-unders than there is on teams. That's the only solid advice that I'm going to give people right now because we've said it before we took a break. You got teams like the Dodgers minus 200 losing to the team like the Padres, things that just shouldn't be happening, Skip, okay?
Yeah, Lakers beating the Spurs.
Correct. So what you want to do on games is you want to play over-unders. Why? Because it's even money, number one. What does that mean to these squares that don't know?
You know what we'll do? Why don't we do this, Steve? In the next podcast, why don't we break down why baseball totals are so profitable and why baseball is profitable in general and the reasons why baseball is so different
than any other sport. I think we will commit that to our next podcast. You guys want to see the whole next podcast about baseball and us breaking it down for you for real and showing you how to focus and make money on it? Put a comment on there because I like that. Why don't we do that next week about all baseball?
This will be some good shit.
Fuck entertainment. Yeah. Fuck future fucking Scottie Pippen's wife. Fuck Floyd Mayweather almost beating up the guy at his daughter's fucking recital.
What happened
there? It's a long story. We'll get into that towards the end of the podcast. But some fucking guy at the recital. Well, some judge thought he was going to get stolen on by Floyd and give a payday. He went on TMZ, said, yeah, Floyd was yelling at me. I thought he was going to hit me and I was going to get my payday. Could you imagine being my homeboy running around town just with people looking for you to do something and pay him? You can't even slap nobody anymore.
See, a guy like that deserves to be fucking slapped.
I was just going to say, a guy that deserves to get slapped, you can't slap without getting slapped with a $2 million lawsuit.
Be careful what you ask for. You just may get it, bitch.
Oh, I'll slap the fuck out of you, homeboy. Watch your mouth. Money don't like you. I'll come and slap you myself. But at the end of the day, I think we dedicate next week's podcast to sports. Baseball only, the ins and out of it, and why. Yeah. I'm going to give you the main thing why you're betting total.
I'm going to blow your mind about it, believe me.
So will I. I'll make it make sense to you. But the reason why you bet over-unders right now is one reason, even money. You don't know who's going to win. The lines are too fucked up right now, and like Skip said, you got teams that are minus 250 losing one day and winning the next. You can't trust your hard-earned money because there's no consistency there.
Worst case scenario with an over-under, you might lay 120.
At tops. And if you're following and knowing what you're doing, you can win 7 out of 10. No fucking problem. I just want to sum it up with that. You have anything else you want to talk about baseball? Because I do want to get all into it.
No, I think we had a great baseball segment.
This is all I want to say about NBA. LeBron James scored 36 points, grabbed 10 rebounds, and dished out 6 assists at Boston as he led the Cavs to beat the fuck out of Boston.
Yeah,
as you know, Boston was -4 yesterday. The line readers have been really disrespecting Cleveland lately, as they should, because Cleveland is a foreclosure team right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see you watch them last night, see LeBron go crazy, and think they're going to be stomping people out. They are one of the worst teams against the spread, ladies and gentlemen, and don't fucking forget that. You leave LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers alone. If you had Cleveland yesterday against Boston, are you proud to say that you had them? No, you're a guy that doesn't know what you're doing or who to bet. Because
and usually when the Cavaliers are an underdog, which doesn't happen very often, the odds makers know what they're doing. They're making them an underdog for a reason. So if you take the Cavaliers as an underdog, you're going to lose fucking 2 to 1 every fucking time.
Well, I'll give it to you exact. They're 4-9 as underdogs against the spread.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say.
Here's a list of the NBA all-time points per game average at the Boston Celtics. Michael Jordan, of course, 30.7, and LeBron's right under him at 29.5. So it seems like LeBron seems to give Boston the business pretty much every time they play. But as you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you're thinking Cleveland's playing terrible. You put Cleveland in a foreclosure basket. No one had any business betting them, even if they won last night.
Well, when you go to the Garden and you go to play the Boston Celtics, you know, the history of the Boston Celtics and the Garden, and I mean, the big players just step up when they go to Boston.
Well, talk about big players. Look, after Michael Jordan at 30 and LeBron at 29, the 2 players under them go way back. Kareem to 28.9 and fucking Wilt Chamberlain at 28.7.
Yeah, superstar players when they go into Boston to play Boston at the bar.
At the bar?
When they get in the car, they go to Boston and play at the bar.
They
step up their game, man.
So Wilt Chamberlain was averaging 28.7 points per game. How many holes do you think he was averaging per week?
28.7.
I'd have to say about 28. I'd have to say he's averaging 28.7 per game and probably averaging 28 holes per week.
Nobody busted more nuts than Wilt Still.
Oh, buddy, there's not a squirrel out there that collected or shot more nuts off than fucking Wilt Still, bro. That is a fucking fact. Here's one guy that I got to give credit for that I know you don't give a dog fuck about, but Russell Westbrook, man. I give it out to you. You're a hard-ass NBA player. You're legit. You're a solid player.
You're a ball hog?
You're a ball hog. What the fuck's he supposed to do? He ain't got nobody else over there. Anyway, he ties the NBA record. Well, first of all, how do you call a guy a ball hog when he leads in triple doubles?
No, he's a ball hog.
Is he? Well, assists is part of that triple double. You know that, right? So he's not all that much of a ball hog. He's a legitimate player. You didn't like him when he played when Durant was over there.
I don't know. He's a cool dude personally. He seems to be all right, but I don't know. He's not my favorite player.
He doesn't have to be. He's a new generation.
Fuck the NBA.
Well, that's fine. But like I said, a lot of our people need to know about it. And, but what Skip means by that, and I'm going to verify. No, because I want to verify what you say. He's right. Fuck NBA. If you're looking at the NBA board today, looking for a game on the NBA,
shame on
and you're not even looking at baseball, literally, shame on you. You got to be the dumbest, most uncomposed sports bettor in the world. Don't forget, the formula for success is money management and discipline. One game a day and not every day. So the idea is betting more money on less games. Make sure you're not looking to NBA to get paid. But here's just what I want to say. He ties the record with his 41st triple-double, tiling the Big O, Oscar Robertson. That's pretty good defeat. I got to give you a fucking round of applause. He just fell short of a record last night with 45 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. He only needed not one more rebound to get the job done. So just to make it quick, Miami takes on Toronto. Miami has lost 3 out of their last 5 games against the spread. 3 of those games were unders. Remember what I'm saying here. I'm not getting into that. Why don't you just let me read these stats, and we won't even get into NBA because it's not worth our time.
Go ahead.
These people are looking to make money. They go to our podcast for schemes and ways to make money and find traps. We're not fucking ESPN. You're looking for information on every team. Turn to 206 DirecTV. Don't listen to us. All right, because I ain't got time to break shit down for you. I'm not Colin Coward. I'm not going to have a lift, and I'm not going to talk about the Spurs and the 36-3. And I'm not the big herd, even though I love you and you're from Vegas, brother.
Yeah.
And you say a lot of shit. I actually do love Colin Coward.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he really is. But I just want to say this. 3 of those games were unders. Toronto has also lost 3 of their last 5 games against the spread, and 4 of those games were under. So you got teams that are going over, other teams going under. I just like to sum it up with basketball is full of shit right now. You got Lakers beating the San Antonio Spurs. Tomorrow the Spurs come back at the Dallas Maverick. Spurs have won 3 of their last 5 games against the spread. 3 of those games went under. Dallas also won 3 of their last 5 games against the spread, and all 3 of those games went under. So maybe you guys can read between the lines and figure that out. As far as Saturday games, I got a big list here. They can suck my cock. I don't give a fuck who plays, okay? I'm focused on baseball all fucking weekend. I'm looking to make my players a bunch of fucking money. I'm looking to build people's bankroll, and I'm looking to turn nothing and turn it into something. If you're looking to take nothing and turn it into something, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. If you're a hedge fund guy, if you're playing the stock market right now, shame on you. To all you millionaires out there that are still playing the stock market and looking to make that quick lick, shame on you. I can make you 500% on your money in 7 days. And if you're a stockbroker out there telling me that you can give one of your clients a 500% return on their money in 7 days, you're a motherfucking liar. Stop lying to these fucking people. They don't fucking deserve it. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say, Tony Romo, or should I say Homo, retired. As far as I'm concerned, they need to get a new network, put Aikman and Romo together and call it Homo, Romo, Aikman, Gay Aikman and Homo Romo's Sports Show.
No, I think they should. Joe Buck.
And Joe Buck don't give a fuck, huh?
Put Joe Buck don't give a fuck right in the middle. Because
I say,
the way Joe Buck fucking looks.
Well, you already know.
The way he looks at fucking Aikman.
Like he wants to just suck his dick off.
It's.
Well, you know it's hard for Aikman to play it off because Gay Aikman is suspect too.
It's hard for me to even watch, man.
So between Buck willing to suck cock.
The way he fucking.
The way he's Peter Gaze and Aikman.
Yeah.
The way that Aikman looks already. Aikman already has that gay look.
Put Romo.
Now you add Homo Romo.
Oh,
I mean, Jesus, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I mean, like, can we slow down a little bit? But anyway.
No wonder he's going to CBS. They couldn't put them together.
I was just going to say, there's no way they could put those together.
I mean, if they put Romo together with Joe Buck and Aikman, oh my God, that's a sausage fest, bro.
Oh my God, it doesn't get any fucking worse than that, does it?
God almighty, no.
Oh, yeah, fuck. I mean, the only thing they're doing is, the only thing they're missing at that point is bringing Liberace back to life and putting him on the motherfucking show.
Hell no.
Anyway, Tony Romo retired. I don't think no one gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Dallas Cowboy, I mean, because if you're a Cowboy fan, this guy's let you down the whole fucking time.
If you're
the only thing he did.
If you're not happy, if you're a Cowboy fan, you're not happy about that?
Yeah, I know.
Then you're not a fan.
No, because the quarterback you got now is a beast, and he's willing to fucking run for your team. But the only person that was happy with the relationship of Tony Romo is Jerry Jones. Because Romo was definitely fucking Jones's wife for the last 15 years, bro. I mean, they're too close of a family knit. And if you're knocking off your wife,
we don't know that for a fact. That's just an assumption.
That's just me talking shit. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it.
That's just an assumption.
Hopefully the billionaire sues me. I'll make ESPN. Our podcast will get 500,000 viewers, and he won't get a fucking dollar. Sue me, motherfucker. He probably was fucking your wife. Probably, okay?
Oh, my God.
But anyway, Romo said Houston Texans were at the top of his wish list if he kept playing, but CBS offered him too good of a deal to pass up.
Yeah, what is this, fucking Christmas? He's got a wish list? Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, I know you're supposed to be an NFL player. You're supposed to be hard-nosed, hard knocks, and now you're just looking like a guy that sucks cocks.
I got a wish list. I wish I'd never fucking seen or heard from this motherfucker ever again.
I don't think he was all that bad. I think he was above average quarterback. I like this game, but what I'm saying is he was always hurt. He never came through when it matters. So as an overall Dallas Cowboy...
What did he ever do?
As nothing. As an overall Dallas Cowboy, you were average at best, and I'm glad I don't have to hear about Romo no more. However, do you guys really want to see him commentating on CNBC?
No.
He's going to be the most boring fucking dude you've ever met in your life. I want to ask you guys right now, like I said, if I wasn't making millions of dollars, and don't think for a fucking second, Skip hasn't had offers and I haven't had offers. I'm not talking about CNBC or CBS or ABC, but don't think ESPN, alternate networks haven't offered us a lot of fucking money to do a show. We're not going to do some corny ass, what's that little dork out there that's on my dick? Stug Holtz out of Miami? The little fucking groupie that's always talking about Steve Stevens when you do a radio show, you're out of shape and you make fucking 100 grand a year. I make 100 grand a week, dude. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is not talk shit about me and old little guy on my dick over there in Miami. It's who would you rather see on CBS? Aikman and Romo or the Big Skipper and Steve Stevens?
Well, that's obvious.
I want to know what our fans think. Plain and fucking simple. Because the reason why I can't do it is I'm not going to be a square. I need to cuss. So I guess if the XFL was still along, boy, I'd have been the main commentator at that motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Shout out to McMahon, the billionaire, out there getting the job done. But anyway, Romo's gone. He's drawn interest from Fox and NBC, and I don't know why. That's what my thoughts are on that. I don't think he's excited. I don't think his personality is anything at all. And I think the biggest vocal point in his career is when he fucked the American Idol girl. What's her name?
I don't know. I don't know what they even see with this fucking, with this dude.
Yeah, well, whatever the case
Why
is.
is everybody in love with this fucking guy?
I don't know, but anyway, he's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, entertainment news. Mel B, the Spice Girl, gets a protective order against her estranged husband. Who gives a fuck? Mel B or let me just give a message to any women out there. If you're allowing a guy to beat you up, if you're allowing a guy to manhandle you and fuck with your mind and fuck with your head, you're no different than a prostitute. Either put on a tight dress and go sell pussy and make him your pimp, or wake the fuck up and get out of the relationship, because no woman deserves to be treated or overpowered like that in their entire life.
Amen.
You understand that? You women out there that get weak or your confidences are low, don't let that guy beat up on you. Don't have to fucking put makeup over your bruises, because you let somebody know, and if you don't have a brother or a family member that could beat his motherfucking ass, there's always somebody out there that will. You know what I mean? And to you men that got to put hands on women and get mad when they're talking to somebody, when they're a professional, because the reason why I say is paparazzi, as you know, one of our family members, he interviewed Mel B. He was talking about Mel B. She was being a gentleman to him. And then this motherfucking dude, Belafonte, her husband, comes over, rips paparazzi away from her, and tries to get him thrown out and put in jail. Dude, you're dating a celebrity. Your woman's going to talk to reporters, and he's going to talk to paparazzi. If you got low confidence and you think your woman is fucking somebody else, you're a fucking dork anyway, you sorry-ass fucking bitch. If you got to fucking watch every move she does, get mad when she goes to talk to somebody else, think she's fucking somebody else.
Then obviously you're not pleasing her.
Homie, you're not pleasing her. You got a little dick and you're a dork. Women don't want guys like you stalking them. You know what I mean? Give the woman a little freedom.
Women do not want little dick dorks.
No, you're a fucking dork. You're a fucking guy that nobody wants. And a bitch doesn't want a guy stalking them all the time, you know? You got to treat her like a woman. You got to let your woman talk to people. If she's out of pocket, grabbing people's dick in the bathroom and winking at them and sharing a cocaine sack with them, that's a different fucking story.
Yeah.
But if you're dating a celebrity and you're making it hard for her to do your job, get the fuck out of the way. You're a little dick and all you're doing is holding Mel B back. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
So Mel B, get rid of that guy. There's plenty of guys that would love to dick you down. Bottom fucking line, Mel. There's a lot of dick in the sea, and I'm sure one of them would like to ride you like a motherfucking Harley.
There's a lot of dick in the sea.
Well, it's supposed to be fish in the sea.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of dick out there too, or
Yeah,
for it
a lot
too.
of pussy, a lot of dick.
Like, listen, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what you got to remember. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, what I might not like, somebody else might like. 90% of breakups is a couple that's been together. She goes to work every day. First words you tell her is, "Where's my dinner?" or "Fuck you" when you get home. And the first thing when she gets to work is her bartender buddy or her cocktail friend is telling her how beautiful she is and how nice she looks in her uniform and how perky her tits are. And she hears that for so long, she doesn't want to hear your bullshit no more.
Correct.
And in all reality, this guy that's telling you how beautiful you are, all he wants to do is fuck you. So for you women out there that leave your husband because some guy's telling you how beautiful he looks, all he wants to do is fuck you. Once he nuts on those tits, he doesn't want to live with you. He don't want your kids. He doesn't want to listen to your bullshit.
He ain't gonna pay your fucking bills.
He ain't paying your bills, but at the same token, the guy that's your man at home needs to learn how to talk to you and love you as well. So rather than listen to some fake guy's bullshit, hate on your man, tell your dude, "Hey man, you never tell me I look good anymore. You never tell me you rode my dick like a champion last night." And I'm sure that he'll give you a couple compliments.
Absolutely.
You know, because I'm sure he still loves you. Don't let some guy at your job tell you how beautiful you are, break up your family. Now he fucks you and doesn't want you. Now you're in a bad boat.
So listen, guys, make sure you tell your woman how good she looks. Make sure you tell her
if you love her and you're with her for real.
Make sure you tell her how good she looks. Make sure you tell her that the fucking dinner was fucking fabulous and you know she worked hard to prepare it for you. And treat your girls right, man. Treat your lady right. And that being said, shout out once again to Mrs. Skipper. You're a beautiful woman. I love you. You're my love of my life. You're my best friend. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I got to go make us some money right now.
And at the end of the day, I got to roll with Skip. Mrs. Skipper, happy birthday from the bottom of my heart as well. You've done very well for yourself. You look beautiful. And I guess I could say I wish me and Skip could get into a fucking exercise routine like you and Kelly have. Because you women definitely look beautiful. And you're making us look old. But definitely arm candy and two beautiful women. Happy birthday out there. I hope you have a great day. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, basketball's not a fucking sport to be betting right now for the next week or so. Lay off it. Too much value in baseball. You don't want to be betting these big underdogs, and you don't want to be betting these big-time favorites. You want to be looking at totals right now till these games play a little bit, and in a couple weeks, you'll know who to attack when the line makers adjust the odds, because they are going off last year's power ratings. And if you think Washington Nationals should be they're a good enough team to be betting every day at minus $1.80. If you think the Dodgers are a good enough team against the Dodgers minus 300 and losing to the Padres, you're out of your fucking mind, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, we love you. The VIP Sports Podcast is all about the legalization of sports betting and to help you be a better sports bettor, period. To help you make money. I do this show to bring you into my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger. I'm the only person in the history of sports betting to have a primetime television show on CNBC, primetime television, and I'll be the only one to bring the show back on television. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, focus, stay hard, go do whatever you do in your life, and remember, don't let any negativity get to you. Don't let any haters bring you down. I want you to make goals in life, and I want you to accomplish them. You can put anything you can put your mind to, and you can accomplish it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. They're dream stealers. And I know if you're sitting there, you're broke with no money, you're saying, oh, it's easy for you, Steve, because you're a millionaire. But Skip and I come from absolutely nothing. We came to the point where we had holes in our shoes and had to fake it till we make it. In my case, I take it till I make it. But I've came from the same position. I told you, there's been plenty of times I had to scrap together 50 cents to eat Taco Bell. But I never lost my self-confidence. I never forgot who the fuck I was. I never forgot how to look in the mirror and remotivate myself. We're our biggest enemies. So if we're our biggest enemies, we can also be our biggest asset. Sharpen your saw, ladies and gentlemen. Enhance the best asset you have, which is yourself. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Give yourself the best because you deserve it. And on behalf of VIP Sports Las Vegas and myself, there's too much money out there not to be betting sports on a daily basis. Baseball is here, and we couldn't be more excited. Like Skip said, baseball, apple pie, and OG Kush. That's all I need this season. How about you? Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week. If you're drinking, you're watching sports, be safe. Because like I said, we want to live a long life. Live long, stay strong. I love you. See, you wouldn't want to be you.
NBC's the network. I'm trying to up my net worth. Me and Steve talk money, cause that's what real homies do. My daughter been counting money already, she on it too. From the corner to your TV, CNBC's the network. I'm trying to up my net worth. Real G's respect dirt. Bomb hustle, sold $250,000 with my swag. Just a killer sales pitch and a smile is all I had. On the ab early, hustling heat, puffing the beat. Talking money when you're just getting up and brushing your teeth. I'm the true definition of an underground king. Take the underground to the mainstream and change things. So dope, so reefer. Nowadays I push ether.